Hi guys, in today's video we're going to be learning how to calculate percentage increases and decreases. So in order to do this you are going to need a bit of background knowledge, and it's really important that you already know how to calculate a percentage of a whole number using at least one method, so either the fractions method or the gateway method. However, if you're comfortable with doing that, then let's get started with calculating percentage increases and decreases. So first of all, where might this sort of thing come up? Well, it's really common when it comes to talking about money. If you're thinking about money off, often there'll be deals in a shop and it might say 10% off. Well, that's a reduction, so you're decreasing something by a certain amount. Also, prices may go up over time. Something might go up by 10%, which means that is a percentage increase. So it comes up quite a lot in day-to-day life. Now, in this example here, we're being told that we have to increase 80 by 10%. So that means that we are going to make 80 10% bigger. So we should be getting a larger number coming out to this. The first thing we're going to work out though is what is 10% of 80. So we're just going to work out our standard percentage, 10% of 80. And the answer to that then is 8. So 10% of 80 is 8. However, if we're wanting to increase 80 by 10%, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to add that on to 80 to make it 10% bigger. So, if we're increasing it, what we'll need to do is we'll need to take our 80 and we'll need to add on that 10% there. So we add on our 8, and so if we're increasing 80 by 10%, then our answer to that will be 88. In this example, we're being asked to increase 60 by 20%. Now, I'm going to use the 10% gateway method for this. So I'm going to start off once again by working out 10% of 60, and the answer to that is 6. So 20% of 60, well, that's going to be 6 times 2, because 20% is 2 times bigger than 10%. So the answer to that is going to be 12. So 20% of 60 is 12. So if I'm wanting to increase 60 by 20%, then I'm going to need to add that 20% back on to 60. So I'm going to add that on. So I'm going to have 60 plus the 20%, which is 12. And so the answer to that is 72. So if I'm increasing it, I have made it bigger by 20%, so I've made it bigger by 12 in this case. Now, this third example here, this time I'm being asked to decrease 70 by 30%. Now, once again, we can use the 10% method. So 10% of 70, well, that equals 7. Now, I can use that 10% to work out 30%. So 30% of 70, well, that's going to be 7 times 3. That's going to be 21. Now, in this case, though, we're decreasing. So I'm not going to add this on. Instead, I'm going to take it off. So this time it's going to be a subtraction sum. So this could be something like a discount or something like this. Something was costing £70, but it's now 30% off. So 70, we're going to minus that 30%, which was 21, minus 21, and we'll get our answer. 0 take away 1, we can't do. 10 take away 1 is 9. 6 take away 2 is 4. So our answer then would be 49. One final example here, and this one is decreasing 80 by 25%. Now 25% we should recognize as one of those percentages that we can just treat as a fraction. So I'm not going to solve this using the 10% gateway method. Instead, I'm going to solve it using the fractions method. So I'm going to start off working out what is 25% of 80. Well, that is really just a quarter of 80. Now 80 divided by 4, well that's just 20. So 25% of 80 is 20. So if I'm looking to decrease 80 by that, I'm going to have to do 80 minus 20. The answer to which is 60. So it really is that simple. All you need to do is work out the percentage of the number and then either subtract if you're wanting to decrease it or add if you're wanting to increase it. So you either subtract it from the original number or add it on to the original number. Cheers, guys!